AUD USD. Australia economy is heavily dependent on commodity, and to be honest with you, they are about to become one of the richest countries. America is about to revalue their gold, and if that happens, there are a series of heavy gold mines in Australia. They're mining bauxite, they're mining lithium, they're mining copper, so many other things. So they're heavily reliant on commodity. It's a commodity economy, especially from the Queen's region. So let's see what price is doing. The market is bearish on a monthly time frame. One of the first things I do every time I approach any financial instrument is I look at from a monthly, yearly, quarterly. The reason for looking at a higher time frame is for clearer directional bias. When you approach a chart, you need to know what you are doing. It's like you want to travel. You're going to a new country. You have not checked safety areas in those countries. Are there areas that are forbidden for strangers, for foreigners? You need to check. You need to look at the entire system. So all these things are things you must consider before you embark. So when you come into chart, you must look. What is the direction you are going? Are you going up? You are going down. What is the long-term direction of the trend? This market is a bearish market. We really do not need anybody to tell us the market is bearish, and bearish in a series of descending trend line. This is running from 1975. So this is why I do more of forensic trading. Part of my strategy is forensic. I love forensic. I love forensic. Anything forensic, in depth, search, 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 search. I love it so much. So, I love it so much. So this is a monthly time frame, and we can see that the price is heavily bearish. Now, after that, price created another descending trend line on a monthly time frame. So I want to clone this structure to see the potency of the structure. Correct, correct, correct. That's a valid, so I can call it a psychological descending trend line. Psychological descending trend line is valid. If it's not valid, of course, you'll be asking yourself, why is it keeping price from upswing? This descending trend line since 2011 has stopped AUD from potential breakout of structure. They returned 2021, they got stopped. They returned again 2022, got stopped. And the last return is 2024, they still got stopped. So the next thing to look at is if we have a breakout, where exactly are we going to have the liberation for upswing, because the roof remains vacant for a potential bearish opportunity. This is the roof. This is the ultimate big boy roof. Where the big boys stay, they are staying here. They sold in 1989. When price reached that roof, they sold. They placed a sell order, betting that the United States economy will continue to pummel Australian dollar, and it went exactly the way they expected it. Now, the two sell structures created a demand structure, giving me a demand floor. This demand floor is another area where you expect the big boys, the who is who, in the economy. This is where they stay. They are not doing all this nonsense here. You see all these things here? These are all retail traders. All retail traders are the ones doing this thing. Institutional traders, look at where they are. They are here. Supply roof and here, demand floor. Now in 2001, they have bought. They bet that Australian economy will peak against United States dollar, and it went exactly here, and they sold. They sold because it was a retest to a broken demand floor. Have here a demand structure. Price create here after break of the demand for returning supply. Retest one, retest two. This happened in 1988. This one happened in 1984. A lot of us were not born there over close to 40 years ago. And price returned here in 2010 and created a demand structure. And I expect another swing into the structure. Some technical, I call here demand floor. My demand floor will be okay. This is a supply roof. So this is your supply roof. And here is your demand floor. So I'm a forensic trader. Forensic in the sense that I query everything. I suspect everything. Nothing is ever normal to me. Everything have a reason. I query everything, even in real life. So it's good that I'm in this space. So we look back over close to 50 years back to get our data. Yes, it's over 50 years back. Look at it. 1974. A lot of us were not born then. 1974. I drew my price action from 1974. The future came from the past. So you must know your past to know your direction. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So here is your continue to be your demand floor. Now when we zoom clearly and switch to my line chart, you will see that let's go back. On my line chart, our price action from 2011, where price created a demand floor and returned in 2000 again, right? That's 2020, and created another demand floor. That structure has been broken. A long-term ascending trend line has been broken. We have that structure broken on a monthly time frame. Here, price established here as a demand floor, established here as a demand floor, and we have a break of structure in November. Let's go back. So we have picked the body close of the monthly candle, neglecting the weeks. This gives us a clearer directional bias as to what Euro AUD have done. So what they have done, they have the impetus to break from the demand floor. A break of the demand floor called for retest, making it a supply roof on technical. So what I expect is that price will dip back and continue to sell. There is no way AUD is going to escape the structure. It's going to dip itself into the structure, retest of a broken demand floor, and this time they might come again to test the descending trend line connecting over 15 years, and they will ultimately return here. This is where I want them to be. The reason I want them to be here is because of the price action at this level. We have price create here a demand structure, another demand structure. If they return here on technical, it's going to be a buy. Remember, we got the structure from cloning our roof. So when we cloned our roof, we brought our roof to the floor, and it gave us exactly what we're looking for, that this price action is valid, confirming that when price return, it will give us a tremendous buy. We are confident on our strategy. We are very confident, very, very confident of our strategy. So I show you again so that you see it for free. I cloned the structure, I brought it to the floor, and it gave me exactly what I want. This is what I want. And as long as I've done that thing, I have nothing to prove. If it's not valid, then my excitement will reduce. So we expect that AUD USD will upswing, is buying, it will buy into supply. So what we do now is we go back on 1 hour, 4 hours, and term a very good position for sale. I have already seen the structure. There is a breakout of a monthly ascending trend line connecting it from 2001 and a return in 2020, and another return in 2022, another return in 2023, a return again in 2024, and broke out 2024 December, and is coming back to retest the structure. But there is a clause to this. There is a clause to it. When you look back on the line chart on a monthly time frame, you will find a very strong support at this level. And that is the level that have given us the buy impetus for AUD USD. We think it can smash American dollar. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. ASUS, you guys know it doesn't work that way. So at this level, 0.61451, AUD USD have found support on technical. Now it's challenging the authority of United States dollar. So for it to come out of that, we need a strong data print. By 4 a.m., there will be strong fundamental data coming in from the Reserve Bank of Australia under Michelle. So we will be watching to see what she does, and she's the head of RBA. So let's see what happens. If we manage to break out of the descending trend line, that would be liberation for that would be a great liberation for Australian dollar, so that price can now go back to test a higher sell zone. And that higher sell zone will be anticipated, and I will be watching from wherever I am. Wherever I am, I'll be watching it to see I catch this joke. And you always bear in mind that Australian dollar against United States dollar will always be bearish. And my target when price gets here is to see if we have a breakout of structure, price comes here, let us go this way. Nothing is impossible in trade. Nothing is technically impossible. I will tell you for free, nothing is impossible. So all it takes is one major move. Now America is threatening tariff. I'm sure it's going to have a backlash. So the backlash of the tariff war, our good President Trump, everything has consequences. It might come back to haunt America, and that might affect the US dollar influence in the global financial stage. We are not praying for that. I love dollar so much. I love United States dollar, and I love euro. I love Japanese yen. I love all the currencies because these are the things that you can trade even in your village if you understand how to play around those economies. So this is what we have in a monthly time frame. I love this structure because the structure seems to respect my strategy a lot. Shabby FS Hub, monthly AUD USD. So now we have already seen what we are looking for. One, the market is bearish. That is number one. So the second thing now is that market have found support at 0.61451 and is going for a test. What is it going to retest? A broken demand structure. It will turn into a supply, but the market will seek liquidity to sell. So most likely it will trend up very well before selling. So be patient. Allow the market to marinate. Allow people who are buying this thing, let them buy it. Let them buy it very well. Then you smash it and sell it. That is all I see for AUD USD. So I'm going to look at it on a lower time frame, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, so that we can get a comfortable sell opportunity. The idea is to be in a sweet sell opportunity. When you get into a sell idea, you seal 50 pips, 70 pips, 100 pips on 2 or 3 lot size. It's way much better than gambling in the market. There's so much gambling in the financial market. A lot of people do not know how to trade. A lot of people. Quite a lot of people. So